Basically, humans are social beings. We always seek acceptance from our peers, from our family, from the larger universe. They say man is not an island as an old quote, which means we don't exist as a solo being. We always exist in an ecosystem. And when you get out there and start delivering a speech, standing before an audience, you have eyeballs gazing at you. And it's that moment of truth when you start questioning your own subconscious. You have a couple of questions running on your mind. One, am I speaking sense? Two, what if I make a fool of myself? Three, what if I fail? These three subconscious questions are extremely debilitating, and more often than not, they consume us. In return, we are not able to go and perform to our true ability and often attract failure, which is essentially why fear of public speaking is a universal phenomenon. The other aspect is that when you're facing an audience, there is this aspect that they're judging me. I'll be validated. And my self-worth is at question, which actually is not true. The world is sitting there to listen and garner your views, but the subconscious story is that I'm being validated, and what if I fail? Which in turn creates a huge fear, which in turn leads to a poor performance, and which in turn leads to a space where people flee away from stage. Which is why the fear of public speaking or glossophobia is a huge universal phenomenon. Yeah, they say the fear of public speaking is greater than the fear of death. When I come to think of it, we actually never think of death. More often, death comes unannounced. Most of us, when are we going to die is not something that is in our control, right? Life is extremely uncertain. Even someone who's ailing has always got hope to recover. There is a sense of denial to a point of acceptance until they accept the inevitable. If somebody is long ailing, half of the death is unexpected. So death is not something that's running on our mind. But if you're given a slot, say tomorrow morning 9 o'clock, you need to come and deliver a speech. You already know from the previous night or couple of days that there is such a day where you're going to come and stand before an audience, where you have eyeballs gazing at you, and people are going to judge you, and what if you fail, and what if you make a mockery of yourself, and your self-worth is being questioned. All of this starts to consume you minute after minute, minute after minute, minute after minute, and your subconscious questions and stress adds to a point where when the moment of truth comes, you actually wish to flee away from it. And I've seen numerous people who'd like to run away from stage because they feel that they will be validated at that point. So to answer your question, fear of death is uncertain. We never think about it. But the time and date when you're going to stand before an audience and deliver is known. And every minute can be extremely consuming, which is why the fear of public speaking is greater than the fear of death. They say the only way to tackle any form of fear is to face it. Hindi saying, "Dar ke aage jeet hai." The only way to conquer your fears is to face your fears. More often than not, people avoid facing it because of fear of failure. So if you ever wish to conquer your fears, the one thing I tell you is give yourself a chance to step out there, go face an audience, and express your views. So the subconscious story running in the brain is, what if I fail? What if the world views me? All of these turn your questions of fear into questions of opportunity. Tell yourself that this is my opportunity to express my views. This is my opportunity to share something that I believe in. This is an opportunity where even if one person finds value, it's going to be worth it. And the day you change your subconscious story from a story of fear to a story of opportunity to make a difference, you'd surely succeed. To everybody out there who fears public speaking, I'd only tell you this: you have a beautiful thought process worth sharing. Give yourself a chance. And the day you cross your fears, there opens a world that is flooded with opportunity.